Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're diving into a story that is as old as humanity itself, the story of the very first siblings, Cain and Abel, found in Genesis chapter 4. It's a powerful and intense chapter that teaches us so much about our hearts, our worship, and our relationship with God. So, Adam and Eve have been exiled from Eden, and they start a family. First comes Cain, a farmer who works the soil. And then comes his brother Abel, a shepherd who tends the flocks. In time, both brothers bring an offering to the Lord. Cain brings some of the fruit from the ground, while Abel brings the best parts from the firstborn of his flock. Here's where the story takes a turn. The Bible says the Lord looked with favor on Abel and his offering, but on Cain and his offering, he did not. Now, why was that? It wasn't about the type of gift, whether it was crops or an animal. The New Testament later tells us it was about faith. Abel brought his very best, the first and finest, with a heart of faith. Cain's offering, it seems, came from a different place, maybe one of obligation or a lack of reverence. God, being a loving father, sees Cain's anger and disappointment. He pulls Cain aside and essentially says, "Why are you so angry? If you do what is right, won't you be accepted? But if you don't, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it." This is such a crucial moment. God gives Cain a warning and a way out. He's saying, you can master this feeling. You can choose a better path. But tragically, Cain doesn't listen. He lets jealousy and rage consume him. He invites his brother Abel out into a field and, in a moment of darkness, attacks. This is the first murder, a heartbreaking consequence of sin left unchecked. When God asks Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" Cain's reply is chilling, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" Of course, God knows exactly what happened. Cain's choice to let sin rule him led to devastating consequences. Not just for him but for his family and all of future history. He is cursed and sent to wander the earth. Yet, even in this judgment, God shows a strange mercy by placing a mark on Cain to protect him from being killed. This story isn't just an ancient tale. It asks us today, what's in our hearts when we come to God? Are we giving Him our best, with a spirit of faith and love? And when we feel anger or jealousy, do we listen to God's warning and choose to master it, or do we let it master us? It reminds us that our choices have real power and real consequences. Thanks so much for watching. If this story spoke to you, hit that like button and subscribe. Rise Within for more deep dives into the Holy Bible. See you next time.